Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we're going to be talking about Kafla or Khalifa, or I think Khalifa is probably the most appropriate way to say it because literally her name's based off cauliflower. So, I mean, I could just call her cauliflower, but we're talking about Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. Now, welcome, Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA, obviously. Uh, sorry. And today we are going to be talking about her strategy, how to play her guide video, and her build at the very end of the video. So, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So, Super Saiyan 2. She actually has a very unique Super Saiyan 2 because unlike the other guys who just gain base HP, armor, attack up, she also gets her Bring It On effect passive increased. Now, the thing about her Bring It On passive, which we're going to break into right now, is an ability that buffs resistance to enemies with provoke status, my bad. Damage taken is reduced from the enemies who are provoked. Um, so the dope part about this is that whenever she fights somebody, she wants to be in their face, and she pretty much has kind of the exact same passive as Cooler. My only problem with it is that hers is more an antagonistic one to keep people busy from doing stuff. So you want to use her not like Cooler to be an up in the face type of character, but more like don't pay attention to the tower, pay attention to me, don't pay attention to the mini boss, pay attention to me, and stuff like that. So that's kind of the strategy that you have to really bring yourself to do. And I know a lot of people could be like, okay, but she hits really hard. Yes, but no at the same time. Now, the reason why is because, yes, she is a fantastic fighter, but she could be caught off balance incredibly easily because she only has so much utility to her kit that makes it really hard to run away. So you have to pick your fights incredibly quick because if you do not pick your fights correctly and then all of a sudden you get jumped, she is very strong against people who are provoked, but if they just start throwing ultimates at you, you're not going to have a way to save yourself besides one move, which we'll be talking about in a second, which only affects like a very select thing. But let's talk about it. So, with her specific rush attack, she actually does perform a provoke to her rush attack in general. So, she does provoke people whenever she hits the rush attack. It's just very useful, but honestly, it's not going to be your opener. Now, your opener is going to be Storm Kick, the first skill. The thing I like about Storm Kick is that this is actually what you use for crowd control. You could use this to also farm very quickly. This is going to be the first skill that I would recommend to max out first and to pretty much get to the widest range at level 3 as quickly as possible so that if you do go into a massive fight, you could put the provoked status affliction on everybody within that area, which is really, really cool. You could also redirect it so it's not just in one area. If they're all around you, you could kick 1, 2, 3 times and you just count it, and you'll see the kicks actually perform as you move your mouse or joystick. And this is a great way to kind of get everyone's attention, but also keep yourself from getting a lot of damage done to you. The range on it's amazing, I gotta say. Now, Blaze Dive, skill 2. A very interesting skill. She uses a blast ability that she shoots out. Now, keep in mind, this is not a mobility move. I see a lot of people trying to do this. Don't use it as a mobility move. Use it as an attack. Now, the reason why is because if you misuse it, then you lose it. That's it. So you shoot an energy blast that causes an explosion. That's energy damage. Then you leap on top of the person if the energy blast hits. If the energy blast misses, then that's kind of it, and it just misses everything, and you don't get to do the leap or anything like that. But the other thing is, this move in particular is a great way to combo into doing some massive damage. The reason why is because it's almost a true combo for her provoke. So you're going to hit him with a storm kick into a blaze dive, and this actually deals more damage to people afflicted with the provoked status. I do enjoy using this because it is a nice little combo. You do skill 1 into a skill 2. And these are the 2 moves that you really want to focus on first. Get Storm Kick as big as possible. Focus on Blaze Dive. And then we'll focus on skill 3. which is energy release. Now, energy release is entirely situational. I personally don't like it because it only defends you from close range and energy attacks. This does not defend you from physical attacks. So someone like Android 18 can still run right through you if she uses her ultimate. Someone like Trunks who uses the slash, this goes right through that. So stuff like that, where you have these characters that still do physical ultimates. And plus, this thing doesn't really do too much. It's mostly just to keep yourself safe for a moment so you could get some distance. I wish that they would maybe rework the energy release a little bit. Maybe make it a little more unique and a little stronger. Maybe a bigger knockback, maybe. Because honestly, it has not helped a lot at all. Really playing strategic and playing with your passives and your cards is the only way you could really stay alive. Energy release is just kind of there just in case you get hit with like a spirit bomb. But even at that, you have to have such good timing for this. I don't know. It's not really as good as some other moves in the game. Crush Cannon. Now, this one is sick. I love this move. It is a large firing wave-based attack, which just pretty much is like a barrage of wave-based attacks, which is amazing. And it does a lot of damage. And I think that once you get this going, you use this to like steal bosses. You use this to like push an entire enemy, provoke the entire enemy, keep them off the point. You could also like just kind of spin around them in a circle and still shoot them. And then use Blaze Dive right after it and still secure a couple kills with it too. Honestly, it's a very, very good move. Would I focus on it entirely? I do not know, because getting Storm Kick and Blaze Dive first at level 3 is more important to me. And then focusing on Crusher Cannon, then focusing on Energy Release as the last move. Only because by the time you get to like level 11, you should already have a lot of your passives, which should allow you to get deeper and deeper into combat without having to deal with any like real big threats, except for maybe like Cooler, Android 17, just some people who could really shut down Caulifla. Oh yeah, freaking Gohan. Gohan is really, really hard countering the heck out of like Caulifla. So yeah, honestly, she is, first impressions to like, is she really, really good? She's okay. I would say that she's okay. She's like slightly below Cell in that regard. But we'll be talking about that whenever I actually finish all this stuff and then I do my character rankings and stuff. Let's talk about her build. Now, her build itself is going to be obviously full tank build. We're talking about build up. We're talking about steel skin. We're talking about defensive step. You don't really want to use anything else. Now, there are some people who do want to use like an aggressive Caulifla, and there is one way you could do that, and that really has to do with doing build up still. And the reason you want to do build up is because, keep in mind, you're still the tank. You still got to be in the front. You still got to take the damage for those who cannot take it. Steel skin to keep you out of trouble with a lot of enemies, so you could at least trade blows with Zamasu without him hurting you too much. And then you could go into Pursuer. Honestly, like, this is one of the more offensive Caulifla builds that I've seen. It's because Pursuer allows you to do that additional damage whenever you land 2 skills, which is something that she commonly does. Obviously, with her skill 1 into a skill 2, which is a free combo, and you could also chase down the enemy. But then you'd be missing out on your real saving grace, which is defense step. And I think that if you're going to play a tank and you know you're going to get hit by like a lot of ultimates, defense step is the way to go, dude. Save yourself from super attacks. Don't risk it by trying to get kill hungry. And if you do get kill hungry and you lose, well, that's up to you. At least you're not trying to stack snowball, because that's not going to happen with a tank. I'm going to be real. Not a lot of tanks can stack up super snowball, unless it's someone like a Cooler that's just absolutely disgusting at the game. But yeah, so that kind of does it with this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed the Caulifla guide. And if you guys want to see more, just don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Take it easy and peace out.